Welcome back, everybody. It's time for more WPC Dota 2 action. Titan, they're back against the walls. They dropped Game 1 against LGD. They're looking to bounce back in Game 2. They're still looking pretty good as far as points go on the table for WPC, but they've got some tough matches coming up. And to join me to cast some of those tough matches is Mr. Winter. How are we doing here? It's game number 2, Winter. You're unmuted. What's up?
What's up? It's gonna be an Invoker first pick again for Titan, yet again.
Okay, LGD did have the actual first pick, and they took the Centaur though, so they picked Centaur over the Invoker.
That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that they rate Centaur higher than Invoker because in the Southeast Asian scene, Invoker is always the top picks.
Yes.
You snatch it right away.
At the same time, they know that Titan would, without a doubt, grab the Centaur for Ohio if they took the Invoker. So maybe they just want to put Titan out of their comfort zone. Oh, Ember Spirit for LGD. Here we go. Is this going to be Yao on the Ember Spirit, do you think?
You ditched me. I thought we were supposed to watch from the stream.
I am. I saw that on the stream. Refresh your stream.
Okay, I'm slow. What?
Your stream is... It's fallen behind. I actually just refreshed my stream froze, so I refreshed it, so maybe it's a bit ahead of you.
I have no idea how to refresh this stream.
Just push Control V and then just push play again with the same URL, and you'll be good.
Okay.
It should refresh. It may lag for like a couple seconds, but once it loads up again, you should be good. So, Titan with an Invoker AA as their opening 2 picks. A lot of global ganking potential there with the Sunstrike as well as AA Ice Blast. So look to see them pair these 2 heroes with a good kind of long-range initiator. Something which can help, like, you're kind of like your Sand King type. Your Blink Stun into Sunstrike, into AA Ice Blast. These kinds of heroes probably what Titan want to get with these next couple picks.
Now, it'll be interesting to see on their safe lane, what do they have? For me, I like to have a Slada with this type of matchup. With
For
the
Titan.
And Slada,
Yeah.
Ice Blast, and Sunstrike. Just
Yeah.
get a Blink really early on your Slada. Maybe get a Vanguard first. Some survival items, then you go for your Blink. Then your Slada will be a very strong roaming hero with that this sort of setup.
The other hero I like with this kind of a setup, not so much for the safe lane, but for the offlane, it's something like a Nyx Assassin. Just a good setup as well.
That's really scary too.
Yeah. It's kind of, I think that's a hero LGD want to ban out, because they ban out the Prophet, they took the Centaur. Ohio's normally his third go-to hero is a Nyx Assassin. That's much scarier than the Elder Titan or something in the offlane. So, some kind of stun setup is what Ohio wants for his offlane. If he doesn't get the Nyx, I think you're better off going for like a Darkseer than an Elder Titan.
It really depends on the situation though. If they are anticipating that the Ember might go safe lane, but which I don't think it will happen. Maybe Darkseid will be good to harass some of the Ember's farm early on, but since I think it's going to be a middle lane Ember. I've not seen the Chinese teams put Ember on safe lane before. It's mostly in a solo mid position every single time I see it.
I think every team pretty much has realized that the safe lane farming Ember Spirit is not too powerful, or at least most teams.
I agree.
So the Chinese stream seems to agree. They have Ember Spirit going mid against the Invoker for now.
Yeah, Invoker versus Ember Spirit is actually a very good matchup for Invoker. Invoker is going to be having a lot of advantage. Depending on if he goes Quas Wax, I actually think he can actually win the lane harder than Exalt and Quas is you're still going to be having a good lane, but I think Quas Wax you win the lane even strong.
Yeah.
More than the Quas Exalt Invoker, but like I said before, Exalt Invoker is always giving you an option that you are transitioning Invoker into a DPS dealer later on. Instead, like a Quasfax is mostly you want to just control the game. It's more similar to like a Puck or Beastmaster type of playstyle.
Yep. Alrighty, well, we'll see what Titan look to do here with these next couple picks. The Nyx Assassin wasn't banned out, so it is still available for Titan now. Titan themselves banned out the Slack you were talking about, so not going to be their option, not their hero of choice for Yamate.
Did they play Slug? Oh, it's actually not a very Chinese hero though, Slug. I remember only one team uses it consistently. It was Vichy before. I saw Vichy using Slug.
He got played a couple, I think, was it Newbie who picked him? Yeah, Newbie picked him for How yesterday, actually.
Okay.
But they lost to a Slack as well. So maybe it's like, we lost to a Slack yesterday, let's not lose to one again.
Well, wasn't expecting like this type of carry to be picked up, because it's like a very utility type of carry, but he's still very strong late game. with his Essence Shift.
Yep. Well, for now, Titan going to grab Rubik, so they get a pretty powerful support duo, the Rubik plus
Yeah,
AA.
this is one of the most powerful support duos at the start of the game. A Rubik with AA. AA doesn't
Yeah.
have a reliable stun, which you pair him with a Rubik, and Rubik doesn't have damage, and you have Chilling Touch.
Ah.
Perfect mates.
So they can get any lane. Like you go to mid where there's an Invoker with a Cold Snap, easy kills. Your safe lane farmer, any hero with a
Yeah,
Sun is slow and you get kills as well.
I would say it even by picking these two supports, it even gives you the option. You open up the option where you can aggressive tri-lane with the Rubik and Ancient Apparition if
Ooh.
necessary. Something like
Wisp.
similar to this situation when LGD goes for a Wisp. They are
Yeah.
going for a very greedy type of playstyle. So you have Rubik A on your side, you are always having the option of whether we go towards your lane and punish them.
Well, Titan will think things through on this one, but yeah, they definitely have the potential to go for that offensive tri lane. And
And it's Titan. It suits their
and you
playstyle. Lane dominance.
yeah, you know the Centaur's most likely going in the off lane, so you can put a hero who matches up well 1v1 against him. You can go
It depends. A lot of heroes actually don't really win against Centaur that hard. Since
yeah.
he goes for a return and a start shoot at the start, it's very difficult for example, if we talk about Weaver doesn't really you don't really want to keep harassing the Centaur with your normal clicks, your right clicks.
I would think more like a Life Sealer or something would do well 1v1.
Yeah, Lifestealer would do really well because of feast against a strength hero like Centaur.
Yeah.
But they're going for Weaver.
I think my Chinese stream froze.
Restart your Chinese stream.
Did yours freeze too?
A little, but I still see the pics coming out.
Hayu's doing some kissy face.
Yeah, the MPGL face.
The Macho
Kissing
Man
the-
look. Well, no, he didn't.
Kissing,
He wasn't in the
kissing
Macho
the glass.
Man
It was the
concert.
kissing contest.
Yeah. Who won? He didn't win that, did he? It was the guy from.
I think Ninja Boogie won.
No, it wasn't him. It was the guy from. Was it Laos? It was Rene. Rene won.
Oh, really? Oh, Rene from
I can't remember what
Indonesia.
country, what team he was
RQ.
from.
RQ.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Rene from RQ. All right, my stream's frozen. We're gonna pop in game
Nice.
quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna go into
Oh,
the game.
I just spoiled a couple picks. We got a Tiny and a Weaver. All right, didn't see those coming.
This is for sure aggressive tri-lane. I think it might even be AA Rubik and Weaver because in chilling touch. Yeah, it's definitely tri-lane with Weaver. AA chilling touch with Gemini attack that works together quite well. So they'll have a Timbersaw versus Centaur. There's 3 strength heroes at the moment on LGD: Centaur, Whis, and Tiny. Rolling Death is
Yeah.
gonna be so efficient and useful against those 3 heroes.
Yeah, and Timbersaw can get the easy experience in the safe lane against the Centaur. Timbersaw lately has not been doing well against tri-lanes because he needs so much farm and levels, I feel that.
Yeah, and
struggles.
after the changes on his strength, starting strength gain, starting a base strength I should say, and
Yeah.
the mana cost, like all the small little things, the mana cost on the chakram and etc. And the way the supports are being prioritized right now, it's all the supports right now are going to be so useful in dealing with Timbersaw, whereas a patch before, the supports are getting picked up that during that time wasn't too deterrent of driving the Timbersaw out of the offlane, but it's not a very good patch for Timbersaw offlane right now.
No, he feels
It's not.
he feels very weak for them. At least
Yeah, he is
against
weak,
tri-lanes,
he's
he
weak.
feels weak.
He's very weak against the tri-lane.
He's good if he gets like a 1v1 that he does well in, but
Yeah, this
that's
is
situational.
Centaur versus Timbersaw.
Do you feel like he wins that matchup really well, or is it like kind of even?
I have not played the matchup even once before, but it feels like Timbersaw would have the edge because of it whirling that. But when I think about, like, I've tried Centaur versus multiple like range heroes because with return, their Harris doesn't really do too much to me with like Stout Shield. They actually take a lot of damage themselves too.
Ooh.
But with Timbersaw, I'm not like on paper you would say Timbersaw against a strength hero, a melee strength hero, you would be on top of things. But Timbersaw is one thing about that hero, he's weak against burst. So Centaur with a lot of burst he actually might have chances to take out Timbersaw in a lane with the double edge.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you because it doesn't feel like I don't think it's as obvious as you think.
It's like not like a matchup where you see the matchup right away, then you know Timbersaw's gonna win this matchup. It's not something like that.
That's not how I thought either. It's like double edge does so much burst damage. And
they're gonna go for Enigma.
That's greedy, very greedy.
Yeah, that's super greedy. There's no way that Titan would just let this happen without doing an aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah. Well, that was already the plan to begin with. I feel like that's why I don't get. You pick
Yeah.
the Enigma when you should be
Oh,
expecting it.
maybe they pick Enigma. There's
The jungle
also
top.
probably, yeah, jungle top with Enigma, and they rotate their Whis and Tiny top, Centaur bottom.
Or they can just
If
do
they,
Whisk Tiny Bottom and just like stay alive while Enigma helps. Like
true, true.
you beat the Timbersaw using the Enigma plus Centaur because Enigma plus Centaur can kill Timbersaw top.
Easy kill.
So
And not to mention if like the Ember goes for Battle Fury plus Black Hole. Oh my god.
Enigma has sentries though, which kind of means he maybe wants to go to his own jungle. We'll see.
It's two reasons. Maybe he's anticipating, like you said, jungle blocking his camps. The second one is maybe that they think that Titan might actually put the Weaver on top versus the Centaur. So if
Yeah.
the Enigma goes to top lane, he needs a sentry to deal with the Weaver. That might be the case.
Is Whisk
Yeah, they're going-
even?
They're
is
going
Whisk-
top now.
Okay, they're going top. Okay, yeah. So Whisk going to be heading down bottom with the tiny, and he did cut some trees here just to help out the mid lane, but well, not so much help out the mid lane.
They
but-
might want to double pull because of, I mean, like pull from the middle lane maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not very sure. But yeah, before anything happens, take it away, Mr.
Okay.
Tucker.
I'll introduce the team from Malaysia. It is Titan on the dire side. We're going to have Net play the Ancient Apparition. We've got Yamate playing the Weaver. We've got Extinct X on the Rubik. In the mid lane is going to be KYX1 Invoker. And then finally, safe lane solo is going to be Ohio playing the Timbersaw.
You stole my team.
I
Good.
know. I got in there before you.
And on the Radiant side, we have LGD from China. We have DD playing the Enigma. I see the latest addition on the Centaur Warrunner. And in the mid lane, we have Yao handling the Ember Spirit. And on the Lovebirds at the bottom, the partners, the Tiny and the
Better be
Whis.
fast.
We have DDC on the Whis and Rabbit on the Tiny. They're going to be in trouble, the Whis.
No way out of this one for DDC. The killing touch damage, and they set the trap, they pounce, and first
They always
blood.
have all these like very creative first birds.
Yeah.
I think actually the one we saw the other day, which was here, they were hiding here and here. Remember that gank, the first bird?
Which one? Whereabouts on the map are you talking about? Oh,
Bottom.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
they were hiding here?
That was cute. I like that one.
Yeah, this one is actually better.
Well, they get first blood. They then, well, they're gonna find a double damage rune as well.
Oh no, Yao actually walked all the way to bottom to try and pick up the rune. He wasted a lot of time and he's not gonna get it.
Yep, he'll make his way back towards mid, and that's not what he was hoping for from that. Career comes out as well. That's boots for Net already. This is not a very Net-like hero. He can't. I mean, Net's not known for playing his initiators. AA is not really a good initiator.
No, the thing is,
think
Rabbit might
Tiny's
be in
dead.
trouble. Rabbit might be in trouble here.
Yeah.
He should be dead.
Yeah,
be
killing touch, telekinesis. He can throw a stun out, but he's going to die regardless. And Rubik this time getting the last hit of the kill. He was so far up the lane. What was he thinking?
Yeah, he was really far up. I guess he felt that the two supports, because they just devoted here. Maybe he was thinking the supports were trying to set up a kill in middle.
Well, DD is jungling up top, so I'd look towards his Enigma, probably going for a kill maybe soon on the top lane with the Centaur. Once
Yeah.
Centaur hits like level 4 maybe.
It's gonna be a lot relying on this, the Enigma. How LGD is gonna shape up for the
Here we go.
middle lane.
Yeah.
Look at AA, he's gonna try and snipe the career.
Do you think so? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
there's no going for
He's-
kills here.
He's going to try to snipe the career because like the Ember went for, you need a stout shield Ember versus Invoker, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna get a so quick bottle.
I
I feel so. This is about the time where you get the bottle, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
He waits for the creep wave to go by, and now he's going to start poking his head out again, I think.
The thing is like he doesn't have a ward, so
No.
it's gonna be, he needs to guess.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually has a bit of vision here. If he stands at, he has like a bit of vision. Chilling touch, I think he kills the career in one hit.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so you think he can one-shot it?
50 damage plus 49 should be able to one shot it.
We'll see. Like you say, he can get that. He pulls back when the creep waves comes by, so he doesn't get spotted.
Yeah.
And now he'll go to that spot again.
Man, talk about the guy who hides in the trees. Dude.
I'd have to say, this is not a good hero to hide in trees with, but he's finding a way to hide in some trees. He gets
Oh,
that
10
sliver of
seconds.
vision.
10 seconds. Career. 10 seconds. It's 3 minutes already. There's a soul ring in the career.
Oh.
They're waiting for the bottle for Yao. Yao has already bottle. 670.
Oh, yeah?
This is not going to work. That's a career, a flying career already. Like, that's,
Aww.
then it's like, screw this, this is not gonna work. But Enigma is going to rotate towards top. He's level 4 right now, very high level already. And just look at the Centaur. Yeah, Centaur didn't skill return as I expected. He just wants the burst to take out the Timbersaw.
Yeah, I don't think you need it in the 1v1. Here comes the Enigma.
Should be dead. Timbersaw should be dead.
Yeah, I don't think we see a Timber Chain working. The conversions come out as well, gives some extra damage. It actually is 2 points in the reactive armor, but not going to matter. There's no Timber Chain. He went 2 reactive plus 2 Whirling Death, so...
It's the best build to like win the matchup.
Okay.
Very convincingly 1 versus 1. Like 2 points in reactive armor so you can keep trading against the Centaur.
But does he need like the 2 in Whirling Death, or could he not go like a 1-1-2 and then max Whirling Death?
I like 2 points in Whirling Death. Like, you don't need the 1 point Timber Chain because you want to deal. You'll be constantly spamming Whirling Death in the lane, so you won't have mana like for double combos. Like, oh, Enigma is coming out into the lane. Are they gonna try and push here?
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, looks like Titan trying to go in for another kill here. Does get spotted out by DDC.
Tony has the teleport to just get his ass out of this lane.
Yes. Screw this, I'm out. Is he even out of this one? Rubik was just out of range for a telekinesis there, and it looks like Rabbit will actually escape the lane. But...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Back to what you were talking about at the start, you were thinking that why is Net playing an AA instead of Rubik? Because he's the initiator or middle lane. They're going on KYX.
Yeah. And, Malefice has set things up here. There's only a level 5 Ember Spirit, but with the Flame Guard as well as the bowlers, KYXY should be dead. Gets a tornado off. Slide of Fist. Oh wow, lives in about 50 HP. Yao didn't have the mana for the well, he had a Searing Chains, but he didn't want to use it, so he was trying to wait for after the tornado, it looked like.
But why not? I think it's a kill for sure. After the Malefice, you just drop your Searing Chain. I think there's no way the Invoker will escape. He
could maybe tornado out over there, but I don't know. I think you're right that it would have been a kill though.
Either way, he thought he had enough mana to use the Slide and Searing Chains after the tornado.
Yeah, he was short. He couldn't. He didn't have the combo. He had one or the other.
He got burned by the EMP. That's why.
Well, Yamate bottom lane. He's got his treads plus bassering. So Rabbit's still here. He may have a TP scroll, but he's still at bottom lane. He's not leaving. He's stuck.
That was a really costly miskill. Like, you was talking about Enigma needed to do a lot of stuff for them, and that kill actually cost them a lot. I mean, that miskill.
Well.
But he's level 6 already at the moment, God. So he might actually just go back, got a TP. He can come all the way to bottom lane to turn the tide. Or he can just continue assisting the top lane or the middle lane and just totally abandon Tony.
I mean, he's just a level 3 Wisp, so I'm not sure he can really help out other lanes too much as far as getting kills, but we'll see what's going to happen now. 6-minute rune coming up soon, and Yao definitely wants to get his hands on that one. Looks like he'll hope for it at the top.
He's still thinking where he should TP. Okay, finally he TP's bottom.
The DD going to show up here. Has got the black hole, and we'll see if he can get a kill here in Yamate.
They can kill the Weaver. They can, if they land their spells accordingly.
They need a black hole. Avalanche into black hole. They have got the central detection. Black hole. Black hole.
Oh shit! No!
This time lapse. Oh no! Please, DD, please! What a disaster for LGD. Titan have found themselves a great rotation in. Rabbit trying to go for the kill on the Rubik. Not going to get it. Meanwhile, under the tower, it looks like DD in some trouble. Yamate will Shikuchi on under, and this may be the death of the Weaver. He has a tether. Not going to get a chance to use it, and Weaver finishes him off. He could have just straight up black holed maybe. Well, Enigma gets a kill.
No, after the Weaver goes to the side, it's... Oh, he actually got a kill with his summons.
Yeah. Rubik dies there, but damage is done.
Oh, he probably was like... The reason why he didn't go earlier, he probably was thinking that the Tiny could have just stunned the Weaver first, but then the Tiny, maybe he was also waiting for the Enigma to stun first. Then they were both like, you stun first, I stun first, then the Weaver just... Shikuchi's all the way to the jungle, and top lane they're trying to get a gank here on the center. Or is he gonna get lifted?
Not enough damage there.
Oh, this might be bad for them.
Yeah, it's very bad for them. LGD, come on in with the Wisp Tiny and get a return kill there. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit died solo to the Invoker. KYXY with a solo kill coming out there. Okay.
Ember, this is what I was talking about. The Quasvex Invoker versus Ember is actually... That matchup is actually quite bad for... It's quite difficult for the Ember. Just look at the last hits alone. The Ember went for Stout Shield, but he's still 16-2, and the Invoker is 32-17.
Yeah. Well, he's crashing this mid lane.
Yeah, this matchup is very, very hard for...
That's where that gank from the Enigma was so important, and the fact it didn't work really cost LGD.
That gank that didn't work, not only he hurt the Ember because the Ember ran out of mana, and it disrupted his laning capabilities because he didn't have mana to deal with the invoker. Like the
Yeah.
only way you can actually farm in the lane is with your flame guard against a crossfax invoker.
Not the sharpest play from LGD so far this game. They're only down 3 kills to 5, and more importantly, it's the gold graph. And right now, it's going to be another tower going the way of Titan. This one getting denied. Well, sorry, the first tower going down for Titan. This one getting denied as well. But Yamate now chilling touch up. He may go looking for this Enigma. Enigma
Nope,
slowed down by... There's a Stampede here, though, and with the Stampede, they need some actual lockdown.
Look at the damage! One Shukuchi and one Gemini attack, and the Centaur is down 700 from 1080.
Painful. Painful
Chilling
stuff.
touch. This is like one of the few spells I think is very, very strong now. Sleight of Fist and Chilling Touch.
Look at Ember Spirit. What's he actually got right now? He's got nothing as far as items go. Can't even finish his phase boot.
No, he's like 19 last hits. That's the problem.
Magic stick even. Like no phase boots, no magic wand upgrade, no bracer.
Oh my god.
EMP off the market mid lane, but that doesn't really bother KYXY too much.
Yeah, he forces the Ember to use a Remnant.
It does the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's 150 mana, but EMP does burn more, but it sort of still hinders a lot of the laning capabilities of the Ember. He's forced to use up all his bottle charge.
Yeah, EMP will be back up soon enough.
He's denying almost everything from the Ember. The Ember is like it's so difficult for him to get any last hits, and the supports are just rotating top, like trying to get something done on top. They have no black hole.
Another EMP and he gets forced back once again.
Oh, top lane. They need a black hole, I guess.
Yeah, wow, even a black... They have to use a black hole even. I mean, it's worth it at this stage to get any kill they can, but...
Yeah, need to.
It still goes to show just how... not so much desperate, but how bad of a position LGD are in.
Ember's rotating to top. He might find X-Thing here behind.
Yep. Bit low mana here, but should be okay. I mean, it goes to show KYX, I mean, you said it last game, this guy, his mechanical skill is just some of the best that you find in Asia. You find anywhere in the world, but he's crushing this mid lane.
He's like RTZ.
Yeah.
Very similar. Oh, top lane. Huge fight. No
black
hole.
A lot of TPs in. And they got the initiation. They needed telekinesis. The Chakram's still going to be off the map, but there's your tornado. Catches out two. There's no black hole as well. Ember Spirit will take a fall almost for sure. He throws a fire now, but doesn't have the mana to follow up. And now DD being chased down. Doesn't have a TP. Avalanche will come out to slow the chase here. Yamate wants to go in for more. Ahayo going to move. Just missed the Chakram by the looks of things.
Just barely missed, but I don't think they could have gotten a kill either.
No. Stampede was on cooldown, but didn't look like it was needed in the end by LGD. And Centaur just farm went bottom lane.
He's gonna have his blink already.
Yeah, that's good news. I mean, he did really well up top. I mean, he did have the 1v1 matchup, and that's where Timbersaw just didn't really dominate the matchup. Timbersaw's got almost twice his CS, but still.
Yeah, just look at the two lanes, at the three cores of Titan. This is just when you look at the game, when Titan's playing, it's usually what they want to achieve from the start. Like all the triple cores, getting a lot of. They don't pick anything that requires a lot of farm, like not a hard carry, but 3 semi cores, but all of them win their lanes.
Yeah, and well, we're going to see a mech soon on your Timbersaw. So.
Invoker's coming from behind. Oh, that was just like 1 centimeter shot.
Meanwhile, top lane, they killed the Weaver. Wisp Tony. How does that happen?
Avalanche toss, a lot of combo. Bug doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Yeah.
There you go.
Silly bug.
Maybe not a bug, a cockroach.
Yeah.
But he has an ultimate op and agility threats, so maybe he doesn't have.
He had those strength threads.
Relocate.
Dire's
top lane?
Back over the tower.
Wisp!
What? The Wisp?
What? Why Wisp? What are you doing?
This is reported.
Yeah.
That's the pub.
Please, DDC.
Oh my god, I think Rabbit is like very angry at him.
I would be angry at that. Oh man, I'd be fuming. If it's a pub game, it's one thing, because like if you don't actually know the person, it's like, well, okay, it's a pub stealing my tower kill, but in a pro game, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. Does he need anything? Okay, he doesn't have boots, so okay, excusable perhaps.
Like, you can't actually report players anymore as casters. About a year ago, you could actually report players from
What? You can report from here?
From spec, you used to be able to, like 1 or 2 years ago. There was a.
That's actually imbalanced for spectators.
Oh yeah, there was the game where I think it was the G1 League when the team Fumofu's team was playing, and he threw the game so hard that I reported him, and the entire stream who was spectating started reporting him too, and he got like
Dyer's
hundreds
middle
and hundreds
tower
of
is under
reports
attack.
because of me.
Oh.
I felt a little bit bad, but it was Fumofu, and Fumofu's like a really arrogant player, so he had it coming. That's how I see it. But
Shots fired.
I think Valve realized that sometimes well, it wasn't so much because of casters, it was actually spectators of the game could actually report plays as well, I think. Like this is like a good year and a half ago. But it used to be that if you were spectating a game you could report players.
That shouldn't happen, but
Dyer's top tower
it's going to
is
get really
under
scary.
attack.
KYXY has 1 Oblivion staff and 1 quarter staff and 1.4, 1.5k. He's going to have his Orchid soon. And Orchid plus Ghost Sword. Everyone is like a solo kill for the Invoker.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
bottom lane.
who needs Orchid? It looks like Tiny in a bit of trouble here. Stampede will keep him alive though.
It's very tanky. The drums.
Alrighty. Timely arrival on those drums. Only just picked it up. And Centaur with a blink. He's on the prowl at top lane. Not
He
gonna
has
find
Orchid already. He can sell the circlet for the recipe. Or does he have it? Yeah, he has his Orchid already.
Oh, wow.
775.
Doesn't. I mean, he
Okay,
can sell it, but
he's gonna wait for the 20 gold. Doesn't want to sell anything.
+2 stats, man. +2 stats.
Plus 2 stats.
That's value stuff right there.
Oh,
Top lane, relocate, and that's it's gonna be a kill. Great combo there. They blink stun as the relocate's coming in. That was smooth and slick.
Goes down again. And you were talking about they need something to initiate. There you go, the blink. Oh, here comes the Invoker.
Gone. Tether was there, and he gets out.
See you, bro.
See you, bro.
Radiant's middle
Meanwhile,
tower
Extinct's
is
in
under
trouble.
attack.
Centaur's caught him out. He's gonna get a solo kill. Oh boy.
my God.
No crowds.
Titan had a great start, but things have fallen apart for him. Bottom lane, Ahaya, gotta be careful,
Radiant's
son.
middle tower is under attack.
Malphite's gonna lead things off here. Here comes your Wiz Tiny. Ahaya misses the timber chain. Splat.
You go, the spell nukes against Timbersaw.
Dyer's bottom tower
Yeah.
is under
Wisp,
attack.
he'll survive this Ice Blast. He'll be just okay. Won't get below the threshold and with
They have a lot of nukes, like the Tiny and the Centaur. These two heroes deal.
Dyer's bottom
Like
tower
Tiny's-
has been denied.
Tiny's combination deals more than 1000 damage about there. And not to
Tiny's
mention,
getting all his towers denied, unfortunately. First the Wisp, and now the Weaver.
You're up against the Deny Lord.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance. You're not getting a tower.
Was that actually real in the... I saw a picture that you shared, like,
No,
they
no,
cut, like, you did something to that picture.
that wasn't me. That was someone else who did some.
Man, I was like, why would the organizers do that?
No, that'd be very rude. Now, there's an Orchid up on this Invoker, and
Here comes the ghost! Oh,
hey, Ice Blast.
see you later.
Goodbye, DD.
He didn't invoke EMP. Oh, he didn't invoke EMP.
Well, I say Ghostwalk, so he's gonna go back in this here. He may look to pop out. Nope, gonna just play it safe.
It almost cost him his death because he didn't want to use EMP.
Centaur got another kill top. Icy is just getting solo kills all over the map. What a
Yeah.
beast. These
Hoof
squishy
stomp.
supports.
Comforting rune of
Centaur's a good hero, Winter.
regeneration.
I never even said he was a bad hero. Why are you trying to implicate me on something?
No, I just wanted to remind you.
Okay, you're trying to... Okay, I know what you're trying to do.
What am I trying to do?
I'm gonna pick Centaur tomorrow.
I like Centaur.
Dyer's middle
You know what I
tower
like?
is under
What I
attack.
like about Centaur is like the main thing is his he has like global presence. That's what I like about him.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see how Timbersaw, well, a bit of harassment on the Ember Spirit, but he just immediately Fire Remnants away. Back to mid lane, leaves another Fire Remnant there. They look to maybe catch out Hayo. Whoa! Gets tossed from downtown! DD just goes flying and he has a black hole. He has to be very careful. Cold Feet gonna proc if he doesn't run away from it. Will just get himself out of there. Meanwhile, the Midnight Pulse is being used. Tiny going in, looking for a toss. He's already used the Avalanche here, and KYXY, he's gonna find himself going down in just a second, unless he's got an escape way, and he does not have anything to escape. Whisk goes down, but for an Invoker, well worth it. Invoker now in trouble. Stampede being used. They want to go in here. Centaur just cleaning up. Takes out the Rubik here. The Black Hole being used. Catches out too. Yamate as well as Timbersaw. Yamate's still alive. He's used the time lapse, so he's going to run back through. It looks like they've got the Sentry Vision here. Can they spot him out? They need some ballers. Baller's going to land, and Yamate going to go down. Bullseye.
Look out for fallen.
That's a gem on the Enigma helping out for that kill.
The best thing was like that fight actually didn't started out as I thought it would be, but the Tiny missed his avalanche, but they still had enough damage to kill them off. because of the amount of burst they have.
That initial throw was like was so long.
That was so risky. Like if the
It was
Rubik
so
was near-
risky
Middle
indeed.
tower is under attack.
if the Rubik was nearby, that could have been like the instant death of the Enigma.
Maybe he was trying to throw like the center or someone, or I don't know.
Sure, the Enigma.
Yeah, that was. I guess you have the stampede there, but still, that was so YOLO. That was.
It feels like not a type of Chinese play
No.
style. Not
No.
a director 8 type of script. That
Well,
was
this
more
is-
like a
LGD is
that's
still
more
a
like
very
our
safe team
TK
normally.
Our TK script, we just go in.
Yeah.
Toss me, dude.
That was an ROTK toss. Oh
Yeah,
man.
but it actually worked out in the end. You never know. Sometimes if you don't take the risk, you will never know.
Normally Rabbit's a super defensive carry player. Like he averages the least death
Radiant's
per
middle
game of any
tower
carry
is
player
under
out
Tiny
there.
just use his spells. This might be super bad for them.
Relocate
Oh,
out. Oh, Whisper's gonna sacrifice
comes the
himself. He may survive with the stampede.
He may survive. Relocate and get out.
Well, he'll buy some time anyways. Do they
He-
fight this? They've got heroes converging on bottom lane. Enigma and Tiny are nearby. No, they're
they
not
don't
going to.
They don't have black hole. He can actually try to buy a teleport scroll and time it. Okay,
No!
no. What? Are
They're
they gonna-
scared. They thought
they're
they
not
were going to
gonna
fight it. The mind games.
The mind
It's like
games,
you
the
type
no-
no as if
Oh,
like, hey, have mercy on me, but
the no was
realistically,
like a mind game. Oh my god, that was so next level.
it was mind games. Normally you say no as if like you're going to go back in with like 5 heroes. It's like, please have mercy. 5 heroes pop up from fog. But it was the
Oh,
double
that's-
mind games.
Oh, I remember those days when we were playing against DDC at a LAN event tournament. I think it was our G League, and we were trying to speak in English and Cantonese because we didn't want to speak in Mandarin. And after that, we found out that actually DDC was spying on us because he understood. He was from Macau and he understood Cantonese and a bit of English. And he was repeating what we were saying. Bottom lane.
Yeah, don't worry. We called it winter. It's all good. Your story was more interesting than that kill.
Then we were like, oh crap, this guy actually knows what we were saying because we overheard his conversation. We were sitting right across each other and he was trying to be very, very quiet, telling his team, oh, they're gonna do this. Then we were like, oh, he actually knows. He knows what we are speaking in Cantonese. So we were trying to, after that, we were trying to trick him. We were telling him stuff, but we weren't actually doing it.
Oh man. What a sneaky player. Things you don't
Radiant's
know about
bottom tower is
DDC.
under attack.
The most sneaky player award, DDC.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Tiny looked like he's going to TP home. He's got Ag Scepter. Beefy looking Tiny.
Radiant structures are
Rabbits
fortified.
4, 2, and 5. Pipe picked up by the
Dire's top
Centaur.
tower
Centaur's
is under attack.
Icy's been so far the king of this game.
Yeah, he's been like the person that I wouldn't want to take away credit from Enigma too. The early rotations that he made and the black holes. But I would say both of them played equally well. Maybe Enigma a notch higher.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a lot of work. Good
Yeah.
at the start.
Well,
Can't-
you know, MVPs in this tournament are important. You get money for every MVP you get.
Yeah, $80, right?
Yeah, $80 or something. It's like 500 RMB, which is like, yeah, $80.
Wow, I'm actually getting enough money for some fine dining for
Yeah.
MVP.
You're gonna KS a lot, Winter. Well, actually, no, I think
Oh, relocate!
well, mid lane. They've actually gone for a Blink Stun here on Yamate. I don't think they're going to get this kill. They're actually looking for the high ground here. They're going to get a kill 1-for-1 trade here. The Rubik actually. Ember Spirit kills off the Timbersaw as well. They're not done here. They want Ned as well. Hey, yeah, you're going to take a spell. Timbersaw actually buying back for this one. There's your Black Hole. It's on KYXY. The EMP not going to matter too much. The toss from the Tiny helping secure the kill.
They put out the Timbersaw, but
Nothing you can do. Timbersaw is 1-5-1. And he had all the farming levels in the world. He had 65 CS when the Centaur had like 30 CS. And he's done nothing this game.
I think it comes down like to what we were talking about. They had a lot
Dire's
of bursts
middle tower
against
is under
Timbersaw. Tiny, and not to mention the Flame Guard as well does a lot of damage. Everything is spell damage, and Timbersaw, if you are fighting against that much of burst and you don't have time to build a
Dire's middle
PKB
tower
or
has
even a pipe,
fallen.
you're just going to get screwed up by their lineup.
Well, they get a T2 tower, they back off.
I don't
So,
want to say like the mech was a bad choice, but probably it was just a team decision because like no one could actually build the mech if you look at their lineup.
yeah, he's the only real good candidate for it, at least in the early game. And
Radiant's
he didn't
bottom
rotate bottom
tower
lane.
is under
Don't
attack.
think Weave will get caught out. So,
Mm.
Winter, important question. When you guys are there playing, like, do you guys split the MVP money, or does it go to whoever gets the MVP?
I don't know. I'm not even there yet.
Well, what are your thoughts?
We don't have plans, but the plan is I
If
guess.
you win it, you don't split it, but if someone on your team wins it, it has to be
Oh,
split. That's how
everyone-
I see how it is, Winter. You
No, man. You deserve to win it, so you get it. But I guess if you're a team type of player, you would just okay, alright guys.
dinner on
everyone,
me.
You got the assist middle lane, KYXY, getting jumped on.
Relocate as well, and they'll get this kill. Invoker goes down. LGD are just sniping heroes left, right, and center. They lose all their mana, but it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, right now Titan, right, their heroes are not very 5-man lineup, so they need to. The lanes are always pushed out so badly, and you need to commit heroes to push out the lanes. And when you commit heroes to push out the lanes, that happens against a Wiz and Tiny.
I feel like Weaver's not a very good Yamate hero. He's not done much this game.
He's a quap type of player.
Yeah.
So
Quap, OD, Clinks is good. I like him on Clinks.
we was more like a KYXY hero.
Too many KOX, and I feel like Timbersaur's not ever going to hire here. He does well on heroes like Nyx Assassin and Centaur. He does good on his Prophet just because he's played it so many times, but I like him better on these like heroes who don't need too much farm.
He actually played a lot of Timbersaw in the past. Like Timbersaw is very,
Okay.
I would say, a position 3 which is a little bit similar to Nature's Prophet, since you're able to carry your team and you're going to get a lot of farm. You need to
Yeah.
get a lot of farm on that hero.
He's just been getting burst down by all the magic damage.
Yeah,
this game.
he just can't do anything against like I felt like the mecha was a bit off. I don't know, man. He helps the team, but he doesn't help himself.
Oh, top lane, they almost find a kill there. They were looking for the Invoker, but ran into the Timbersaw.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever else they can find for now.
He's actually gonna be. I think it's gonna be very hard for the Timbersaw to do a lot of damage in this sort of lineup team fight. The moment he jumps in and he's like, there's too many stuns that he needs to deal with, and the moment he gets one stun, he's just gonna die right away.
Well, Ember Spirit's now picked up his Battle Fury. And with this, his damage output gets a whole lot scarier in these fights.
The Invoker needs to go hunting with his ghost walk hunting. Bottom lane. Are they gonna try and get this?
I just feel like Titan just lacked killing power because of the Weaver pick. I feel like they would have done so much better just with something like a Life Stealer instead of the Weaver here. Their killing power just is not impressive here in the mid game.
The Weaver is not a very he's more of like a hero that is a very annoying pest. Or either you play like, oh, he's gonna get caught out here. Oh, that's
Oh, he got spotted though. He
Oh, he
has a
got
time
spotted?
lapse still. Oh, relocate coming in. Yamate's on the run now. There is a gem.
Alright.
I believe. Who's got the gem?
oh, another dust.
Black hole.
Okay. Alright.
Did they
Black hole.
lose their gem? Enigma bought a gem earlier.
Let's see.
Where is the gem?
It's not on any one of the heroes though.
Oh,
Oh, it's in the career.
the Radiant Courier.
Yeah, Radiant career.
Yeah,
Radiant's middle tower
interesting.
is
I guess he's
attack.
okay. He's gonna have a BKB, so he'll bring out the
Radiant
BKB with his
structures
gem and
are
probably take the gem
fortified.
now.
That was a bit weird. They tried to kill without the
Maybe it's just been recovered after he died earlier. But
Oh,
that's
that's
whoa! What a great searing change, catching out 2 heroes. Easy double kill for Icy, set up by the Ember Spirit.
oh, that's such a good combination at a good time there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just on point.
Well, now into the Roshan, do they go? Yep, looks like it. In they go. The Wisp with Soul Ring so handy for the Tiny as well, continually helping it sustain his mana, especially
Yeah.
against the Invoker.
Some players don't really like the Tranquil Soaring type of Wiz.
Yeah, it seems to me you either go like the Tranquil Soaring or you go for the bottle type build.
A lot of players I talked to before. Oh, look at Yamata, he's just running in. A lot of players I talked to before was they told me that they prefer to build the bottle and not going for soaring, because soaring always puts yourself in danger in the team fights. It's good like if you are consistently running around, you have that regeneration, but in a
Yeah.
team fight, not so good. If you have to use it during a team fight.
Okay, but it's not like you can't really use bottle in a team fight either if you're taking damage, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
a lot
I
of
see the
players
reasoning.
prefer to get like I've seen a lot of players like still prefer to go for the bottle
Okay.
over soaring. Like maybe it comes down to personal preference, like
Yeah.
or what is your lane partner, like a
Dire's
Tiny
bottom
or a
tower
CK?
is under attack.
And if you're against a hero like an Invoker with EMP, you maybe need the Soul Ring even more.
Yeah, true. That's also a really good point.
Yamate will do some de-warding here, denying a bit of vision from LGD, but LGD
Dire's
just get a
bottom
free,
tower has
uncontested
fallen.
power. And we'll see if they go back into the Roshan pit. Roshan below half HP, but still a risky opportunity for LGD. relocate top. Just going to farm this wave, it looks like, and then probably bring him back towards the Roshan pit area.
Yeah, this is a. I think this is a very good move to position to not lose their team position on the
Oh, he's
map
going to
control.
BKB. Tiny
Wow.
just completed BKB, and
Radiant's middle
I
tower
didn't have a
is
good
under
ward
attack.
here, giving vision, but DD's like asking, like, someone de-ward this, guys. He blinks with the high ground. He's got no way out of
Radiant's
this.
middle tower
Centaur's
is
actually
under
stuck
attack.
right now, but need to be careful. This Hero's at mid lane. He's going to get EMP'd here. He's out of mana. Can blink in a couple seconds, though. And he will get himself out of there. That was definitely a risky play by the Centaur, though, considering his team abandoned him for the mid lane.
Yeah, but they are very far ahead. He's not afraid at all.
Guess not.
It's level 16 Tony with
He's
BKB
not
and F.
afraid. Well, Yamate close to his Desolator now, so that'll get him a decent boost in his damage output in a fight, but he's just getting burst down by a lot of nuke damage. There's Black Holes dealing with him. BKB Black Hole. There's still Rubik to steal Black Hole, but we have not seen Xting do much this game as far as stealing spells goes.
He dies like to any of those heroes that
Yeah.
catches him up. The Centaur,
Rubik AA have just been food this game. Like, Centaur, Ember Spirit, and Tiny just wrecking them. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone wrecking
because
them apart from the
they
Wiz.
didn't win the early game too convincingly, I feel. They needed... It's very similar to the last game where I was talking the Enchanters had a so-so start and they didn't win the early game. For them, their team play style is very focused on how much they gain from the early game. So
Yeah.
this game is actually even... They needed to win even more than the last game.
Well, it hasn't happened. They're down 11 kills. They're down over 10k gold. Experience even worth up near like 15 to 20k. And as far as options go, you've got KYXY with an Orchid 4-star. He's going to be near this top lane with the rest of his team. We're going to go for a Ghost Walk and try to see what he can find perhaps near this top lane once this creep wave has been cleared out. But here come LGD. They're actually going for a flanky with
Like,
this smoker there.
can he even try to find anyone with the relocate up right now? I
This
don't
is-
think so.
They're going to get destroyed by this. Centaur's not only got pipe now, he's got a 4-star as well.
He's gonna take like everyone to drop everything on the Centaur to kill
Yeah.
him.
And Enigma with a BKB Black Hole could just be the game fight
they're
winner.
screwed. They're screwed.
That's a dead extinct. That'll start off the fight here. They need to get out fast. Here comes your relocate. They can't find anyone just yet. They may cut their losses here.
Oh, the
TP
stun.
out. Oh, KYXY gets caught out. Avalanche toss will do it.
Nothing is real.
Nice. If they only get the Rubik there, it's like as good as you can get for Titan, but unfortunately KYXY also got caught out.
Yeah, he thought like they were really close to. He just like wanted to. He thought he had enough time to TP out, but the tether plus movement speed on Tiny too much.
And into Roshan they go. Rabbit, the Overcharge could be able to do this pretty easily.
Timbersaw trying to steal. Will he be the hero?
Goes through, does a decent amount of damage there.
He revealed himself. I thought he was actually trying to steal with the Timber Chain. No.
Well, Weaver, he's got the Deso money, but hasn't bought his Desolator. There we go. We'll buy it now. It looks like Rubik just going to steal whatever he can. It's going to be a toss. Not a very useful spell at all this game to be stealing. There's no one to toss in on your team. You've got no good initiators, really.
Toss the Timbersaw.
That's the other problem for Titan, is their team fight kind of just sucks. They've got no good like team fight stuff, really. They
Stun.
can-
Yeah, the stun. It's like the stun that's mainly.
Yeah. You've got
Roshan
Centaur's
has
initiate.
fallen
Centaur
to the
and Tiny
Radiant.
both are just dominating team fights because they both have AoE stuns. Where you look at Titan, sure you can tornado EMP people, but there's no follow-up stuns. They have a huge lack of disable. With Rubik, telekinesis is so unreliable because Rubik's so squishy and he can't really get into the fight. So it's just it's somewhat not in a position where they can fight at all. And now this Tiny, he's just going to bring down base.
Are we
Radiant's
gonna
top
see
tower is under
a
attack.
Centaur being tossed? Nope.
Nope, he gets lifted up. That's what's going to happen here. Takes a bit of damage, but he's A-okay. Loses his mana,
That
unfortunately.
sucks for him.
Radiant's
oops.
top tower is under
Good call.
attack.
Ming ming.
I need to
Toss
phone
going
call.
through. Ooh, KYXY barely surviving on 50 HP. With the BKB being used, they'll get the tier 3 tower. Rax is going to be the next
Radiant's
focal
top
point.
tower has fallen.
There is still a glyph here. As,
Dire's
another sleight of fist
structures
comes
are
out. There'll be a glyph
fortified.
being used here. Now, here goes your pipe. LGD. They want Raxes, and it looks like they'll get Raxes, as KYX are only just
Dyer's
now
middle
coming back from the
barrack-
fountain
Dyer's
after healing
middle
up. He's got a
barracks
tornado.
has fallen.
EMP not up yet. He needs to invoke it, and
Dyer's
not going to
middle
get a chance to do
barracks
so.
has fallen.
Raxes go down.
Radiant's top tower
Yamate's
is
pressuring
under
top, but
attack.
that's an easy relocate back, TP back. There's nothing this Weaver's going to be able to do at top lane.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to take down the tower, but that's gonna be free racks for LGD.
They can just swing bottom now. They've still got Aegis. Well, BKB in 30 seconds.
This is actually close to over already. I don't think they can. It takes a very huge mistake for LGD for Titan to
Yeah.
win a team fight.
Titan just have no ability. They can't engage in any way. Like they lack an initiator. That's
Yeah, it's just the way their draft revolves around. They need to win the lanes and use their item advantage to take the team fight. But it didn't happen for them, and the team fight now is gonna be so painfully hard.
I think they just tried to get to mix things up too much with the draft, because their first two picks they got an AA Invoker, and from that they should have just gone for a standard like Nyx Assassin in the offlane and get like a normal safe lane farmer. But they tried to do things too cute with the offensive tri lane. Timbersaw
They
in the
had-
safe lane.
They had to do like I don't think it was like a really bad decision for them. They needed to go and fight, but it's gonna be a smoke revealing or BKB black hole. Oh,
Got 3. Blink! Oops! I'm gonna catch 3 as well with a double. Let's say just melt to the Ember Spirit Sleight of Fist. And Ohio gonna be the next taker fall. They may just GG out, because that fight was not even close. And Titan are down Raxes. They're down 4 heroes. Godlike streak for Rabbit. Oh boy. Well,
totally redeemed himself after that black hole at the start.
that was... Yes. DD making up for it, definitely there. And straight down. They're going for the throne. Well, I don't think they can go for the throne. The heroes are going to respawn before then, but we'll see.
Radiant's top tower is
Buyback
under
coming out from the
attack.
Timber, so it looks like it may be just one
Dyer's
last
bottom
hurrah from
tower is
Titan.
under attack.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised they didn't actually GG out. It's
Yeah.
almost impossible for
Dyer's
them to
middle
win.
tower
I think
is
they
under
realize
attack.
how important these matches are, but
Dyer's
like
bottom
you say,
tower
this
has
game,
fallen.
it's over. There is no losing this one for LGD. They've still got Aegis. They're going to get Raxus here bottom lane. Rabbit can just throw away his life. And he does pop the BKB, just be on the safe side in the front lines here. He's going to possibly proc this Aegis, going to pop the Manta style. Still in a bit of trouble here. No black hole to fall back on here, and Ember Spirit may lose a lot of his mana from the MP. Tries to fire him now, won't succeed in doing so, and
The best
they'll lose the Centaur. But Tiny will finish off the
He still
Raxus.
got burned.
Dyer's bottom barracks
Well, buyback
has
coming
fallen.
from Centaur. And LGD just want to end this game. Blink forward coming. Well, that's a Blink Wisp. Whoa. Like, what's he blinking in for? I like the Blink Wisp. When you reload, like, if you save someone with a
To
relocate.
escape. Yeah, save yourself with the blink.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so relieved. Winter, our cat ran away today and he just came back.
Was it
was-
like LD's cat?
Yeah, LD's cat Rascal, like, ran away. Well, it's a cat. Cats kind of go wandering, but everyone in the
Okay.
house was panicking, and Roland, our intern from Malaysia, just walked in. Sigh of release, cat in his arms, and Rascal is back. Phew! The BTS house is once again in balance.
I'm gonna bring my dog over.
Yeah. Oh. Looks like Ember Spirit has decided to play it safe and go for a BKB before even finishing his data list.
Wow, they just walk into each other.
No. They've still got the gem here on DD. And
I
it
think
looks like he's
Yamate
going
might
for a
be
Lincoln
chopper.
Sphere as well. Has he
Might
got the
be in
Lincoln?
trouble. Top lane might be in trouble.
Dyer's middle
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Oh, there's big hoof stop again. Catches out 3. This time for sure it's GG. There we go. Extinct taps out. There's just no coming back from this one. LGD, this was a much more impressive game than Game 1. Game 1
Yeah,
was
this
fairly
is-
slow and tentative, but
This is very impressive by them. Like the way
LGD victory.
there were a bit of mistakes like here and there, but
yeah. Like the
The way
messed up
they-
black hole, but
they played the way they played like the middle kill where he didn't change and the black hole at bottom. Imagine those two would have happened. This game would have been even far more one-sided from the start.
yeah. No, absolutely. LGD looked really impressive because this is the team that every now and then have a shaky performances. They never look like they're as good as the top Chinese teams like your DKs, your IGs, your VG Gamings, but if they keep playing like this, I think they can give some of those teams a run for their money.
Yeah, this game was a very, I think, like one from the way they approached the game, the way they handled the early game, even though they were under pressure on tri lane. They couldn't really farm the Tiny from the start, but the Enigma really made the difference there throughout the game.
Well, That does it for game 2. Titan, unfortunately, 0-2. They're running the Chinese gauntlet right now. They started off in easy mode, taking on some of the lesser-known teams, some of the amateur teams, teams like Orenda, CIS, among others, Dreamtime as well. But now they're versing the big boys. They've lost to Newbie. They've now lost to LGD 2-0 as well, and they've got, I would say, an even tougher opponent coming up next. They're going up against Vici Gaming. Do you think they can turn things around, Winter, or are they in a bit of trouble here?
They are playing against Vichy next after
Yes.
this. Oh, that is actually it depends on how they talk things out though. If they do not affect their
Yeah.
morale too much, then they play their best. They can still beat. I still feel if they bring their A game, they can still beat Vichy. But it's
Okay.
gonna be hard after losing like this. The last two games, it affects your morale a lot.
Well, hopefully one of our 2 Southeast Asian representatives in China can bounce back and take the next series against Vici Gaming. But myself, Gods, Winter, we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be our next game of today. It's going to be Titan up against Vici Gaming. But for now, stay tuned. We'll be right back.